Hi, we're finally ready to go. Getting a little bit of a late start, but it's fine. Hi. Hope everyone is doing okay on this Monday. I almost forgot, but it's fine. Today is going to be a very interesting playthrough. I hope nothing breaks. Hope it all goes well. I did notice one thing broke that I was hoping to potentially show off, but I'll try to get that working for next time, where it's actually really going to be more relevant. Assuming that even works. I actually don't know if that works for the setup I have, but let's get started. So, full disclosure, I'm running this off the Wii U. I've had since launch, and literally is like my original copy of the game that I ripped myself and then modded. So yeah, I do have a physical copy that I'm using, that I used for this. Very as legit as possible, for the sake of full disclosure. Let's get started. Alrighty, The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. This was, well, the GameCube version was my first Zelda, so this one actually means a lot to me. Genuinely, one of my favorite title screen themes in a game I can think of. I love this song, and it's actually very cool how it ties into the main game. But I've played this game a lot, so I wanted to mix it up. So I am using the Linkle mod for this playthrough. Linkle originating from Hyrule Warriors specifically. I'm also using another mod that changes dialogue. Mind you, I haven't really tested either extensively, so we'll have to see how this goes. For this playthrough, I'll be using the Pro Controller, and I have the gamepad right next to me in case I want to use it. The only main thing I'm missing is gyro. Hi, Serena. Hugs you. Yeah, we're not gonna do hero mode. I'm not feeling that gutsy. We'll stick to normal mode for now. This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land, blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With his strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a youth clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, they sealed the Dark One away and gave the land light. This youth, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. The youth's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all had thought had been forever sealed away by the hero once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb youths in green when they came of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage like the hero of legend. Alrighty, so yeah, I found a mod that actually changed the dialogue, making the opening gender neutral for one thing, and also changing a lot of the actual dialogue. Big sister! Big sister! And we're passed out, which actually kind of tracks. Big sister! I knew you'd be here. This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Arrow's Lookout. So, do you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big sister, it's your birthday! That's why Grandma's been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? And we're off. Hurry up, big sister. Grandma's waiting for you back at the house. I'm sure everyone else on the island wants to say hello to you too. I think we could take fall damage here, so we're gonna be careful. Directional inputs can be a little wonky in these games. This being my first Zelda, it was definitely interesting getting used to not having like a jump button or anything. Definitely not confusing at all to get used to. Yeah, I also have another mod that swaps in voice lines from Hyrule Warriors. Again, haven't tested a lot of the mods we're using for this playthrough, so we'll have to hope for the best and hope nothing breaks or glitches out. I'll probably be saving frequently, just in case. But yeah, so far so good. Again, getting this working on actual hardware was quite the feat, but I'm actually really happy that it is working as well as it is. The one thing I have noticed is sometimes Linkle's face is just on a neutral, like, smile expression and not really reflecting the mood of the scene. You got a red rupee. That's 20 rupees. What a pleasant surprise. So yeah, that is the one quirk I've noticed with this mod, is sometimes she looks way more smiley than she should in specific moments. Yeah, let's go say hi to everybody. Starting with you, I guess. Hi. Oi, Linkle. What's that? Today's your birthday? Well, congrats, buddy. Are you that old already? Wow, time just flies right by, doesn't it? You blink and poof, there goes a year. Why, I swear I just cut the grass in this field the other day, but look how tall it's gone already. Say, do you want to try cutting it, Linkle? You'd be surprised at the things people drop in the grass. It's fun, it's like a treasure hunt. Except you're gonna need some kind of grass cutting tool if you want to cut the grass. That's just common sense, buddy. So yeah, no grass cutting for us. A very small island to start out on. Very nice. But next up is you. Hi, Linkle. Hey, is it true that if you just have a little courage and run as fast as you can, then you can jump to that rock out there? Huh? Is it? Is it? Tell me. Yeah, so no jump button. We just have to, like, run forward and we'll automatically jump if applicable. Which, again, definitely was interesting getting used to. Wind Waker in general is kind of not the most responsive game, and it's actually worse on NSO because you do have the input lag from the emulation. I just saw a wild pig. Ooh, see, look, that black one there. Don't you see him? This is perfect. My wife was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. You ready to go grab it, Linkle? Now, you can't just run up on it. Pigs are too alert to their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold ZR to crouch until the left stick to crawl slowly up behind it. Slowly. You could also distract it with bait, I guess. You don't have bait at the moment, so crawling it is. I'm so guilty here, Pilled. I thought of the song Crawl, which is the boss theme. Boy, Linkle, press ZL right there and use A to talk to me. Try it. Thanks. Thanks, dude. I can't even lock on you. That's correct, you're a smart one. You, my friend, have just targeted me. You see, when you press CL, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around you to target, you can press CL to face forward, you know. It's quite handy indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing, if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag, not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you'll just climb up that ladder over there and drop by my room. I don't think that'll be necessary, given I have played this game too many times. Like every Zelda, to be fair. But first up, we need to deliver this pig. We just want to take it over here and toss you in the pen. Like so. Anyway. Hi. Hi, did you bring that little piglet all the way here just for me? Oh, thank you so much. I've been thinking of getting a pet pig for a while now. The boys will be so happy when they get home. You sweetie. Oh, Linkle, hold out your hand. This is your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. It's like 5 rupees, isn't it? Oh, 20 rupees. I'll eat my words. Why, this little darling is cute as a button, you know? It's so cute I wouldn't mind having even more of them. So I'm sensing a side quest here. There should be one across the bridge, too. Hello. Here we go. I've actually never done this, so I don't know if this gets us any more rewards by bringing more in. Why, did you bring me another piglet? Oh, you were all worried that this little guy would get lonely hanging out inside the fence all by himself. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much for bringing us yet another family member. Here's a little something for you. Another 20 rupees, okay. If you find any other little piggies, you know where to bring them. Okay. I've actually never been inside that house. I'm realizing I never go in there, but it's fine. Last little piggy is by the grass cutter's house. All these characters have names, by the way. The best way to find out is through a side quest that is considered the worst side quest in the game. It doesn't really even get you anything, but it's just a completion thing. I will be talking about it, and I might actually work on it off stream, but I'm definitely not doing it on stream, because that would be torture. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, it's probably for the best, because it's a really obnoxious side quest. There we go. For the purpose of this playthrough, I'm not going to talk in too much detail about how I'm structuring this, because truth be told, I'm kind of winging it, actually. Traditionally, I like doing 3 heart runs of Zelda games, But I also like doing 100% runs. I feel like Wind Waker is almost a game that levies its side content a lot, kind of like Majora's Mask, to the point that I almost feel like skipping the side content misses out on a lot of the charm. Ooh, look at this one. You sure do know where to find the cutest pigs in the whole Great Sea. Hey, Oinker, oink oink. Oh, now things will be ever so much more lively in the pen. It'll be like a big pig jamboree in here. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. I can't let you leave without giving you a present. Happy birthday, Linkle. Yeah, I've literally never done this before. I guess I'd better think up some names for these little oinky woinkies, huh? Yep. So that is actually new to me, believe it or not. All the times I've played this game, I've never done that. I've actually also never gone into this house, I'm pretty sure. So I have no clue what's in here, and the answer is like, nothing, but it's fine. To be fair, there's a day-night cycle, so they obviously end up in the house on off hours. So I guess we're back on our trek. Actually, do you have anything different to say now? If you come across wild pigs, you've got to be careful not to scare them. What you need to do is open your heart to them. Yeah, you heard me right. For example, you can feed them bait to settle them down, or hold CR and use the left stick to slowly crawl up behind them. That way you won't startle them and they'll like you. Oh, and remember to put away anything you're holding before you press CR to crouch. You can't go crawling around with stuff in your hands. Hello. You can break this jar, by the way. Oh, Linkle, happy birthday. Hey, did your sister Errol find you? She was supposed to tell you that your grandmother is looking for you. Speaking of your sister, she saw me at work the other day, and she said she wanted to learn to carry jars on her head, like me, so she could help your grandma with chores. So if you see her, tell her that all she has to do is stand in front of a jar, press A to carry it. To put the jar down, she just has to press CR. Can you tell her that for me? So alternatively, you can just press A to throw it again. Some games make you run forward and press the same button, so I actually like having them on different buttons because there are cases where setting down and throw are definitely separate actions. Oh, a customer! Welcome to Beetle's Shop Ship. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rupees for your junk. Or do you see anything you'd like to buy? Oh, just use left stick to browse. Bait bag, 20 rupees. This holds bait. It's quite useful. And it's my very last one. You can't buy bait if you don't have a bag like this. Will you buy it? Yeah. You got the bait bag. You can keep plenty of bait in this convenient satchel. It has 8 pouches for storing bait. Press Y, X, or R to see what's inside. You're the greatest, I'll never forget you. I'm going to make a memories card just for you. When you buy lots of things and build up your points, something good will happen to you. Something very good indeed. My shop is kind to its customers. No other shop will do this sort of thing for you, I'll have you know. Now you have 1 point saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn a silver membership. Sure. All-purpose bait, 3 servings, 30 rupees. Good things happen to those who feed this stuff to animals. Do you have a bait bag? Oh, fine customer of mine? You got all-purpose bait. Animals will be drawn to this gourmet pet food the moment you put it down. It has 3 portions. Choose your bait bag on the item screen and set this bait to Y, X, or R to use it. Thank you, yes, thanks to you. Now you have 2 points saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn a silver membership. Hoi pear. 10 rupees. You can't buy this anywhere else. Only here, I'm serious. Now's your chance. Bye. Bye. Alrighty. You got a Hoi pear. This special bait allows you to take control of seagulls. Choose your bait bag on the item screen and set it to Y, X, or R to use it. When controlling seagulls, tap A to flap your wings and accelerate, press CR to quit. So that'll be very helpful later on. But for now, I just kind of want to... I'm debating it, but I think we should move on. Bye! Come again! Yeah, Beetle's kind of an iconic character at this point. He's also in Skyward Sword and the... in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. There is stuff to do inside this building, but I might actually save it for later. Did I talk to you yet? I feel like I talked to you. Your grandma was calling you, Linkle, and so was my mom. Oh, I'm trying to remember what that'd be. I think that would be the lady where we already helped out with the pigs. Since she mentioned having, kids. So yeah, just gotta crawl in here. This is under Grandma's house. I don't know if we should, you know, be looting this, but, she won't mind, totally. You got an orange rupee. Just one of these is worth 100 rupees. Your face is beaming. Just kind of ransacking Linkle's grandma's rupee stash. Totally fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But with that taken care of, I think that's like everyone to talk to except one character I want to say talking to for later for reasons all make sense. So next up is Grandma's house. Unless there's anyone in houses I missed, which that could actually happen. Anyway, nothing down here, but you do have pictures. They actually updated the picture. That's actually really cool. I hadn't thought to look at that before. But gotta climb up here. I've been waiting for you, Linkle. Linkle. Try these on. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. You got the hero's clothes. They look like they might be a little warm for this weather. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young heroes spoken of in all the legends. You only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day girls were finally considered to be women. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Does all this make sense to you? Isn't that nice, Linkle? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma is going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now, go get your sister Errol. Alright, so that takes care of that. And again, I really like that they updated the pictures. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, thank you, Serena. Wow, that's a lot of streams in a row. I appreciate you. Another cool thing about HD specifically is you can go into first person, which you could in the original, but you can actually move around in first person. You could not do that in GameCube. You were stationary in first person. Yeah, I think we actually did check all the houses, except the one guy's like upper room. It means a lot to hear it right now. Yeah, of course. I care about you so much. Wait, where am I going? I have to go see Errol. I was skipping a step. 2 steps, actually. It's fine. Watchtower, Forest of Fairies. Well, that'll be good to keep in mind for later. I almost ran off the edge. Again, I feel like Wind Waker as a game is kind of stiff to control, especially on GameCube. I remember finding it really stiff when I first played it, as I wasn't used to Zelda-style games. And again, like, NSO adds a lot of input delay, so it's not great there. They did fix it a little bit, but it's still not the same as actual hardware. Ah, hoy, big sister. Did Grandma make that outfit for you? But wow, you look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat, though. So anyway, Linkle, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand? Just for a second. I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! You got the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly. Set it to Y, X, or R and use it by pressing whatever button you set it to. Do it now and see what you can see. Using the gamepad, you can also touch and slide items to set them. So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow the special gift just because you're my big sister. Aren't you lucky? Ooh, why didn't you try it out right now? Try looking over at her house from here. So yeah, on this version, you can just slide it over, plop it down, and you have it equipped. Big sister, are you using the left stick to zoom in? Because you should be. Hey, what's that, Linkle? Are you looking at the red post box? There we go. Wow, that was like immediate. That postman looks kind of weird, doesn't he? Ah, Linkle, the sky! Look up in the sky! Hi, bird. Hi, bird carrying a pirate. Hi, Cannonball. And we have the epic showdown of the... I almost said Straw Hat Pirates. That's the wrong pirate group. I guess we don't really have a name for this pirate crew now that I think about it. And there she goes. Down to the nearby forest, conveniently. Linkle, this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go and scope out the one house we skipped. Again, I'm not sure if I want to do 100% or 3 heart, because I'm like, I kind of am feeling both right now. And it's like kind of inconvenient to just do a 3 heart run and then get everything at the end in this particular game because of how spread out the world is. It'd almost be better to do it as we go along. But that's also kind of a lot, so I'm genuinely torn on how to approach this playthrough. First of all, actually, let's go inside here, because I don't usually do this. This should just be a tutorial room, basically. This shouldn't have too much of importance to me specifically. So soon, my, if you're already old enough to be wearing those clothes, then it's going to be very important for you to gather as much wisdom as you can from now on, if you're to make your way in the world, that is, Linkle. Now, I've been studying a wealth of topics since long before you were born. I'm what you'd call a brain of all trades. You're a smart little gal yourself, aren't you? I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down. And maybe you're the one I should pass it down to. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly. And before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You would do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, you know. Such a racket, can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you trotted hooligan. Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother, who lives just downstairs. He hates studying. All day, every day, the lout just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No, the brain's a muscle too, I think. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot, as if that's of use to anyone. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask, what's a brother to do? I don't know if I want to read all of these. This is going to take a bit. Surgeon's 1-point lessons, lesson 1, the energy of life. To be young is to know no limits to one's stamina. To become stronger, one must first know oneself. The in the upper left shows one's current life energy. Perhaps a fancy way to describe it would be to call it a life gauge. As one experiences trials and hardships in life, one will naturally gain more hearts. However, if one is injured and takes damage, those hearts will decrease at such times, and it may be possible to replenish one's health by using a potion of fairy. So yeah, just going over basic tutorial stuff. I don't think I want to go to the effort of reading all this, because we will be here for a while. It's all stuff I know. I was just scoping out the place, because I normally don't even come in here at all. Oh, god damn it, now I'm curious. Lesson 2, do not underestimate the sea. It's easy to get swept up by a little success at swimming, but the sea can be fickle. Swimming for too long will drain one's energy and eventually one will sink. Watch the round icon in the bottom right while in the water. This is one's swim timer. One should be sure to get back to shore before one's swim timer runs out. If one doesn't, I can't be responsible for what happens next. Lesson 3, alternate views on life. At times it is difficult to find ways to use the TV, especially when someone else is using it. It is at times like this that one can simply play on the Wii U gamepad, press minus to change screens at any time. But remember that just because one can play at any time on the gamepad, it doesn't mean one can hide it from one's parents. Shoutouts to 9V. Lesson 4, material goods. The more things one tries to experience in life, the more experience-related belongings one tends to gather. And of course, with those belongings comes the need to keep track of them and keep them in good order. One needs only to look at the Wii U gamepad screen to see the items he or she has obtained. I don't know if that's different in the original. And the item screen contains items one can set to and use with Y, X, and R. Use the arrow on the screen to display the quest status screen, which contains vital items related to one's quest. Pressing plus to pause the game allows one to take one's time viewing the item screen. We'll go over that in a moment. I'm genuinely curious. Lesson 5, how not to regret the things one fails to do in life. A very important lesson. There are many times one longs to do in the limited time one has in this world. There are many things one longs to do in the limited time one has in this world. The easiest way to not to regret things one wanted to do but failed to do is to save. While one may feel invincible and wish to continue one's quest, one never knows when disaster or calamity may strike. If one's life energy is extinguished before one has had a chance to save, then one's life will have been in vain. It is a shame to regret the deeds one has failed to accomplish in life, so to get in the habit of tapping the save button on the item screen to save your progress. When playing only on the Wii U gamepad, press plus and then save. Lesson 6, improving human relations. To improve one's relations with one's fellow being, one must be outgoing and press A to speak to all people one meets. When one opens one's heart to others, others will open their hearts in return and offer wisdom on many important things. If the person's advice is strange or cannot be understood, one should not feel shy. One should simply ask the person to repeat the statement by pressing A again. More often than not, if one asks politely, a person will say the same thing over and over again until the meaning is clear. Lesson 7, knowing one's own abilities. To improve one's life, it is wise to watch A and ZR calmly whenever one comes across a person or an object. By doing so, A and ZR will pass along wisdom regarding how one can best interact with that person or object. To know one's own abilities is to know one's limits. Lesson 8, changing perspective leads to success. The young often assume that they can see all that is before them, but oftentimes they are missing out on a grander view. By using right stick to change perspective, one can often find oneself gazing upon sights and discoveries one never expected to see. Once one has seen all there is to see around oneself and determined an appropriate course of action, it is wise then to press L and take action. To get things at eye level, one should stop in one's tracks and press the right stick. That was this one, right? I'm silly. I'm very forgetful. Alright, and then this one. Lesson 9, a fool and his rupees are soon parted. It is commonly known that he who makes poor use of rupees will have a hard life. In order to fully enjoy a long life, it is wise to gather rupees early and often. Okay. Lesson 10, becoming the champion of life. Learn all there is to learn in lessons 1 through 9, and no matter what happens, do not give up, do not complain, and do not stay up all night playing. I disagree on not complaining. I think it's good to actually complain about things. I think it's good to let out emotions. I don't like the notion that, you should never complain. And I've definitely stayed up too late playing games, so I've also failed that part of Lesson 10. Anyway, actually going inside here this time. So this should be Orca. Oh, what is the matter, Linkle? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, Linkle? Have you come for some serious instruction in the way of the sword? Yes, sir. So yeah, we probably missed something by not talking to him before, but it actually goes into this anyway, so I would have had to do it twice, potentially. Very good, your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press B, do not fear for my safety, I'm ready for you. So don't lock on, press B. Good, keep coming at me until you hear me say very good. So just keep pressing button as instructed. And we should be good. Very good. Next is the vertical slice. Hold ZL to target me, and then press B. So vertical slice, keep swinging. Piece of cake. Very good. Next is the thrust. Target with ZL, and then tilt the left stick toward me and press B. Come at me. Thrust with your sword. Is the game too loud? Because if... Very good, keep thrusting. It feels like the sound effects are coming in really loud. So do let me know if that's okay. Next is the spin attack. Hold B briefly to build up your strength, and then release it, or rotate the left stick once and press B. Very good, more, keep it up. So one more time. Next is harder. This is a parry attack. Target with ZL until you see A, and then quickly press A to perform a defensive strike. So, the controller will also rumble, but I find the Wii U controller's rumble so abrasive that I usually turn it off. Very good. And again, target with ZL and watch closely for A. I would recommend using rumble for this normally, but again, for the sake of a playthrough, it's very loud. Very good. Now, finally, the jump attack. Draw your sword, target, and press A. There we go. Come at me once more. And we're done. That was a fine display. And yet I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold, an eagerness that goes beyond, far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Linkle. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. You accepted the hero's sword. Wield it with B. Use it wisely and carefully. You don't want to let down the kind old man who has entrusted it to you. Since the olden days, the sword has been used to fend off evil. Its blade is infused with the desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Linkle. Nice. So now we can go help the girl that fell in the forest. One thing with the Linkle mod is I do notice a lot of clipping when she's putting on the hood. Her hands are definitely clipping through it. And the I guess scabbard, for lack of a better word, I don't know if that's the right term. Hilt? No, that's not right. But the thing that she puts the sword into, it's definitely clipping through, but once we have a shield, it's not going to be as noticeable. I don't know if there's any mods to like move it farther away, but then it'd be kind of floating, and that would actually look worse. I think I saw for like Breath of the Wild, there's actually a mod to move the sword to like Link's side, which actually makes sense for some mods, I would imagine. Like that would help with Linkle a lot, I think, because of the clipping issues. Yeah, overall I find this mod very impressive. No entry. The forest paths are closed until suspension bridge repairs are complete. Cool. So, moving right along then. I also feel like the game is coming in louder than when I tested it, but sometimes my capture card does that, where the order of what I open software in can actually change how loud the game comes in through OBS. It's very frustrating to me. It kind of drives me insane. A little bit. But it's fine. Nothing in the grass. Okay, moving right along. Alrighty, the woods. This game also doesn't run at a locked 30 FPS. It does drop frames occasionally. I did notice a drop going in here. So yeah, that is something to note. It's not like the most stable. I think GameCube technically actually has a slightly more stable frame rate, but it's also obviously dealing with way less, way fewer graphical effects, so it kind of makes sense. I don't know if it's entirely worth the trade-off, and again, it's one of those games where it's like back in the day, that I say as if like New Horizons wasn't also this way, but a lot of games have logic tied to frame rate, so it's not exactly trivial to actually raise the frame rate. I don't know if anyone's tried with this. The biggest example is Tales of Symphonia completely breaks if you uncap the frame rate. So that's why, specifically the PS2 and all derivatives of the PS2 version, why all of these are still capped at 30 FPS. They've never actually re-released the GameCube version, which was 60 FPS but has less content. Anyway, that's all it took to rescue the pirate lady. Well, that's one way to get down, I guess. Ouch! Wow, what's with that getup? Well, whatever. So, where am I? Oh, that's right, that giant bird came in. Miss Tetra! Oh, thank goodness, you're safe. When I saw you get dropped on the summit, I thought for sure you'd... Summit? So that bird dropped me on top of a mountain? Well, that wasn't nice. Wasn't that nice of it? Well, don't just stand there. Let's go. Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But miss, what about this girl? Don't worry about her. Come on. Yeah, I feel like Link should have a more neutral expression in certain scenes. That's, again, my one slight complaint. Hi, big sister! And there she is. And the bird's back. Okay, that's a voice line that was not swapped out. That is still Link. I was able to catch that. Sister! Yeah, that one's also not swapped out. Stupid kid. Get a hold of yourself. She's gone. There's nothing you can do. See, this part, the struggle voice lines are changed out, I think. What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates, you know? Pirates, the terror of the seas? What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what we get. A headache. I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all. But that doesn't really have anything to do with us now, does it? And how do you figure that? Whoa there! Just who are you? Where you get off butting in on someone else's conversation? Please, all I mean to say is that if you big bad pirates hadn't come to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. And just what you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment and I'll tell you. Now, as my work entails delivering letters, I spend much of my time traveling amongst the many different islands. As a result, I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. And unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from this island also has long ears, does she not? Much like you, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook that poor girl for you, and that's why I grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Linkle here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, wasn't it? Is this true? Oh, and while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird that kidnapped both you and Linkle's sister has made its foul nest to the north, on the heights of the Forsaken Fortress. The Forsaken Fortress? Isn't that the place where... So, what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Linkle a little help now, would it? I don't need you to tell me that. Even if we were to consider it, lately I've heard nothing but evil rumors about this Forsaken Fortress. You can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. That's not brave, it's stupid. I mean, come on, even a simple little island like this has to have something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with, anything. Tell you what, if you come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing, once we leave, you won't be coming back here for a while, so you'd better go say goodbye to your family while you have the chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on me. Case in point, let's go talk to Grandma. And there's also a yellow rupee over here. Not to get completely sidetracked and from an emotional moment in this game. It's like, ooh, money. That'll be helpful later on. Actually, you have something new to say. Linkle, I thought I heard Errol's voice cry from far away. Is it really true? Aw. See, this is really, like, dramatic, actually. Despite the art style, Wind Waker still has some very heavy moments. What is it, Linkle? Please, tell Grandma what's troubling you. And where's Errol? Is she still playing outside with the gulls? So next up, we have to climb up, and the shield's gone. Which, might be a problem, but if we go back down... Linkle... Is this what you're looking for? Take it with you. Got the hero's shield. This is the legendary shield said to have been used by the hero herself. This is a case where Link is not supposed to be smiling. He's supposed to have a frown, so Linkle looks way too happy in the scene. Hold ZR to defend yourself while holding the sword. You can move around if you defend while targeting. I guess it is true. Errol really has been kidnapped, hasn't she? What kind of monster could take such a sweet young child? Oh, Errol. Yeah, it's like Linkle does have a frown, or like a sad expression. I wish they used it more for moments like this, but again... I don't know how much that'll actually be a recurring issue, but I guess we'll find out. This is a terrible situation, Linkle. I'm truly sorry. Unfortunately, I can't go in your stead, but if anything happens, please come to my island. I will do what I can to aid you. Hey, Shrimplet, are you gonna be our new pirate Swabby? Cause any new Swabby reports to me. Yes, this means I don't have to wash the other pirates' dirty underpants anymore. She can't be serious. What's she thinking bringing a shrimp like you on board? Talk about a joke. Boy, Miss Tetra's impulsive nature sure has a way of landing us in hot water. Shrimp, if you're going to go sailing on a pirate ship, you better be prepared to become a pirate, yeah? Because if you get scared and start begging and crying at us to let you off the ship somewheres, then you're guaranteed to end up as shark bait. Wow, that's a decrepit old shield. Are you sure you can still use that thing? Are you going to get splinters and cry? Well, whatever. If you're ready, then let's go. Are you ready? Good luck, Linkle! Good luck finding Errol! Take care of yourself! How much longer is this going to go on, do you think? Do you have an estimate? Are you sure you shouldn't just quit right now? Seriously, think about it. I can tell you're just going to get more sentimental from here on out. It's still time, you know. Are you sure we shouldn't just turn around and take you back to your island? Like in that scene, she has a frown, but then switches back to a smile as soon as pivoting away. Linkle, listen kid, you can't just stand around on deck, you'll get in everyone's way. I've told Nico to look after you, so you'd better report below decks and ask him what you should be doing. Into the big blue, boys. Turn the ship full to starboard. We head for the northern seas. Listen, Shrimp, you're really creeping me out standing there like that. So quit it, yeah? Stay out of my way. Way out of my way. Go down below and find Nico. Alrighty. And then there's you. That Nico didn't make out half bad with you being the new Swabby and all. New Swabbies always get stuck doing the hardest work. It's a real raw deal, but hey, I'll tell you, it sure sounds like Nico is happy to finally not be on the bottom rung on the pirate ladder. You bet he is. Hey, but don't sweat it. I'm sure you'll do just fine so long as you don't disobey him. Finally, there's you up here. So your name's Linkle, right? Now, that's one weird getup you got on there. So what's the deal? Is that popular back in your island or what? Now that I think about it though, I think I've seen an outfit like that before somewhere. Alright, so below decks we go. And then we also have you. There's definitely the Triforce back there. Stop right there. This is Miss Tetra's cabin. Most of us real pirates aren't even allowed in here. There's no way we're letting an outsider in. Don't you even think about it. Don't you even think it. Alright, I'll head down here. Oh, wow, now. Ahoy there, Swabby, as of today. I am your superior, Nico. Now, I promise I'll go east on you, so you do as I say, okay? Right. Now, first off, you have to take the test all new pirates have to take. It's a bit of a doozy, so get ready. You watch everything I'm about to show you real careful like, so you can cram it into your that mushy swabby brain. Just, first off you gotta press this switch. This is the only easy part. Just walk up to it and tilt the left stick to step on it. Presto, switch pressed. Now, check it out. After the platforms rise up from the floor, you gotta jump on them. Okay, so I was able to jump to this first one myself, but that next one is too far, right? That's when you gotta do this. If you can jump right at the rope, you can grab onto it and use the left stick to swing. Swing until you get close enough to the next platform, and then press A to let go and jump to it. So you think you get how to do it? You have to swing from platform to platform and try to get to the entrance of that room over there. Here's the problem though, Swabby. The platforms only stay raised for a little while, so if you don't get there by the time they drop, you have to start over. It will probably take you at least 1 year before you're good enough to make it all the way here. One rough year, one tough year, full of bumps and bruises. Of course, if you manage to do it faster, I'll reward you. Now, give it a try. This ought to be good for a chuckle or two. So, on GameCube, you could not change swing direction without holding R to stop the rope entirely. This was changed in HD, taking a very annoying section and making it extremely trivial. I say as I still screwed it up. Hey, what are you doing? You have to jump and make it over here. Falling isn't part of the program, Swabby. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. When you're hanging onto a rope, you can tilt a left stick to change direction. Hold the other to stop, and then tilt the left stick to climb up and down. Try it if you don't like the angle of the next jump. I don't remember the last time we've seen that dialogue, actually, because normally I don't screw this up. I'm just gonna reset this. Can I do this in a minute before ads start? Let's find out. Oh, I screwed up again. We'll go to ad break, but I'm wondering if I can do this in 30 seconds. Voila. There we go, and we're done. What, you did it already? I'm proud to have you as my underling. I wonder if it's okay to just give that to her. I don't see why not. I thought I got busted. Alright, Swabby, I'll tell you what. You can have the treasure in that chest over there. It's a reward from the great and generous Nico. Hurry and take it before someone comes. Alrighty, good start. This is the pause menu. I meant to go over that more in detail. But yeah, we're gonna take a short break and then resume after. Hello, I have returned. So let's hop back to the game and see how this goes. So far so good, I'd say. Should also like do my usual resetting and tracking, because normally when I stand up, it misaligns things. Alright, we should be good to go. So let's actually claim our reward for that little minigame. Very fancy treasure chest, that means it's going to be something good. Inside we have... You got the spoils bag. You can keep the items you get from enemies in this handy pouch. You can hold up to 8 kinds of items, press Y, X, or R on the item screen to see what's inside. Hey Linkle, we've reached the Forsaken Fortress, hurry and get up here. What do you have to say now? God, but there's still so much stuff I have to teach you. This is so lame. Ah, well, I guess it can wait until you finish whatever it is you have to do. Cool. Again, I kind of am surprised they missed the 2 voice lines from actual Link from Wind Waker in that one cutscene. But yeah, so far I haven't noticed anything else. I'll have to keep an ear out for that. This mod hasn't been updated in like a couple of years, so it's probably not getting fixed, unfortunately. Hey, Linkle, here I am, up here. Alright, you heard her. Gotta climb all the way up. Oh, and there's the Forsaken Fortress. That looks like a very inviting place, clearly. No malice radiating off that place whatsoever. What were you doing with Nico? Don't tell me you were playing some stupid game for treasure, were you? Well, whatever. There's something you need to see. Have a look over there. That's the cursed isle known as the Forsaken Fortress. There are all sorts of strange rumors about this place. What I do know is that long ago it used to be the hideout of a no-good group of pirates we used to compete with. But they were just small time. Now the place looks like it's pretty dangerous. Ah, I knew it. Look. Over there. By that window. Have you ever seen so many seagulls flock like that before? I'll bet you anything that's the place where they've got your sister locked up. But it looks like the whole place is under really tight guard. This won't work. We'd be spotted before we get anywhere near landing there. What do we do now? And she's scheming. And we're in a barrel. Look, don't struggle. If you really want to get into a dangerous place like that, this is the only way to do it. Trust me. We pirates do this all the time. Don't worry about it. It'll be a piece of cake. Is everybody ready? Never you fear, kid. We're pros. We're going to launch you good. 3, 2, 1... Yeah, okay, so that line is just not swapped out. It'll be interesting when we get to the, like one dungeon-ish thing in this game that has that voice line play constantly. Let's see what they do. And big problem, we didn't land where we wanted to be, and even if we had, oops, we dropped our sword. So, neat. Very inviting place. Definitely not a place we're gonna have a lot of trouble in. Anyway, let's get a move on or not. Your sword landed all the way up there? Shoot, I'm sorry, I apologize. I guess my aim was off by a little bit. The look on your face, priceless. I slipped a stone into your pocket just before we fired you over there. It's no ordinary stone either. I can see what you're doing through the stone, and obviously you can hear me through it. So, if you see A, you'd better press that button. I've put the stone on your quest status screen. Use the arrow on the item screen to take a look. It's pretty basic. Hey, but listen carefully. I need this back after you save your sister, so don't go losing it, you understand? Alright then, down to brass tacks. The courtyard is awash with searchlights, so they'll see you right away if you just go charging in. Better think it through. How do you feel about stealth missions? Because this is a stealth mission. It's not awful. You can blitz this if you really want to. Hi, Dewankai, welcome on in. I could just BS right now and say I meant to do that. I did not mean to do that, but that actually kind of works out for reasons. So yeah, if you get caught, you end up in this little jail cell here. So, luckily, though, there is a hole for us to crawl out of. Very bad security in this fortress. And once we drop down here, we should be able to open this up, actually. I thought there was a switch to open that up. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the one on the previous floor, which I guess we can go get. If we're doing not a 3-heart run, I guess I can just go clean this place out. Or we could get it on the way on a second trip. Got the dungeon map. You can view it by tapping the map screen on the Wii U gamepad. And even see rooms you haven't been to yet. That's useful. So yeah, the first piece of heart in the game is actually just down here. We have a little circle telling us what part of the fortress we're in, which is very nice. And the rats will steal our money, by the way. They're not nice rats like Zon. Anyway, first, piece of heart. You got a piece of heart. Collect 4 of these to complete a new heart container. More heart containers equals more life. Alright, so now we have the fun task of getting the hell out of here and back on track, because that's basically all we're here for. These are moblins. They are patrolling. If they see movement, they will pause, but they typically won't aggro unless you actually give them a reason to. I'm playing a little bit fast and loose, but it's fine. Oh, they're going that way. That was loud. Again, I don't know what happens sometimes, why my capture card sometimes is louder than other times. It baffles me and also kind of annoys me how I cannot consistently audio balance anything it feels like, because I'll get it right, and then for some reason my capture card will just be louder on another instance. Again, obviously taking the slow route, but we have to get back outside to try to get to our next destination. Alright, so this room is like a little room to help us like get back on track a little bit. There should be more chests in here. These are mini blends, by the way. They kind of, I think they spawn infinitely. Wow, great start. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't have a sword. I forgot, actually, not gonna lie. So, truth be told, I don't remember which exit's the one we need. I think it might be the other one. If my memory is correct. You got the compass. Now you can see where things are hidden in the dungeon. View the map screen and see for yourself. So now we can see where chests are. And to blunt, there's like one I don't feel like it's worth going back for. So we're just gonna move on, I guess. Let's see if I guessed correctly. I might be wrong and have to go back. But the gimmick of the Forsaken Fortress is spotlights. But the funny thing is, you actually only have to disable one spotlight. Yeah, it's the other way, okay. There are 3 spotlights in total. They're actually marked on the Wii U gamepad, which is really nice. I actually forgot about that until doing a brief test run for the Linkle mod. I didn't have audio turned on, so that's why I didn't catch that certain voice lines weren't actually replaced. So yeah, even though I was trying to audio balance, I definitely missed a few things. We might need to go through one more room, because I don't know if this takes us to the spotlight I need to go to, if we have to go through the other path. Like, I vaguely remember having to like climb up a ladder, but it's actually through the next room. There are a couple of shortcuts you can make. You can drop boxes down in a few spots to create shortcuts up. Okay, so it's actually this door. I had the right idea, just picked the wrong door. But yeah. What do you have to say? Listen up, Blinkle. There's a monster running the searchlight up there. If you can slay the monster, then just maybe I'll shut the searchlight down. Oh, but you're unarmed, aren't you? All you have is a shield. If I were you, I'd try to use my shield to deflect the monster's blows and see if I can make it drop its weapon. If you did that, you could pick up its weapon with A. But that's just me. Well, you do. Yeah, I think I'll save that other chest for, like, another time when I actually have a sword and can fend for myself. The skybox in this game is very pretty. I was just looking up, and it's like, wait a minute. I never really thought about the skybox in this game. Which is weird. I feel like so much of my gaming is spent looking forward or down, that even though games often have very pretty skyboxes, I don't even see them. Oh shoot, also for picked up weapons, controls are reversed, where like A is swing and not B, which is very confusing. Oh hey, a joy pendant. You got a joy pendant, you can keep it in your spoils bag. These pendants are said to flock to those who spread joy, like butterflies to nectar-filled blossoms. So, you need 40 of these. I think actually 41. Technically. So, that's something for a future time to keep in mind. So now, we have to cut all the way through to the north side of the forest. This is one thing that's kind of inconvenient. Convenient on one hand and inconvenient on another about the Wii U version specifically, is I don't know if there's actually a way to get the map on screen. Like the mini-map, because it's just on the gamepad. I forget if there's a way to actually get it on screen, like in GameCube. Another jump with a lantern. Another fun thing is on the Wii U gamepad screen, it actually shows a little red X for our destination, which is in this room we're entering just now. I had the greatest luck on this room on my practice/setup run. Like, great time with it, because they just happened to be moving in the perfect directions to not be a problem at all. Maybe that's just their normal spawn behavior and they're just unobservant. Because that was also very seamless. Maybe that's something on HD, because I don't remember them being that cooperative on GameCube. By the way, the rope thing with Nico, that took me like a lot of attempts on GameCube because of not being able to like reposition like angle nearly as easily. The ability to just change rope swing direction while swinging instead of having to come to a full stop completely trivializes that. Like, it goes from an actually pretty difficult minigame that's mandatory, by the way, to not a problem whatsoever. It's super easy. Please go the way you're currently facing. Cool. So we just gotta wait for him to mosey. And yeah, you really don't need to disable the other spotlights. I think speedrunners don't even disable the main spotlight we took out, just because they circumvent it somehow. Like, there are cases where you can roll jump and make certain jumps that you're not really intended to make. I do not know if this is one of those, because otherwise I feel like you would need to disable the spotlight. I think in a later situation where this happens, you can actually just get over the gap quickly with like an item you get later on. Again, further trivializing it. I think it's this wall specifically. Yeah, I don't know how speedrunners skip turning that off. Actually, to be blunt, I haven't seen a Wind Waker speedrun that actually played the game as intended in a long time, so I actually don't know what to do here. That might be for a later thing. But like, genuinely, Wind Waker speedrunning is ridiculous. There's a pause buffer trick to gain infinite speed while swimming and just zip all the way past this set piece to the next set piece, circumventing the entire thing. You got back the hero's sword you dropped. Now you're in business. Take care not to drop it again. Alright, so now we're cooking. No problem. I forgot what these are called, actually. If the others were moblins, and that's bokoblin. Bokoblin? I don't know. Anyway, 2 out of 40. That's actually very good luck. That's super, super lucky, actually. And there goes Linkle. Conveniently taking us all the way to the top, so we get a glimpse of the leader of this current band of evil. Oh my god, it's definitely who everyone would presume would be a villain in a Zelda game. And we're being chucked all the way. We're being chucked east. You can actually track that based on where we actually end up. Actually, maybe not, because, like, this happens. So yeah, we're drowning. It's fine. I assume we end up relatively close to our destination. Linkle. Linkle. Wake up, Linkle. Pull yourself together, Linkle. Well, have you come to your senses yet? You are surprisingly dull-witted. Did I startle you? I suppose that's only natural, as wide as the world is. I am the only boat upon it who can speak the words of men. I am the king of red lions. Do not fear, I am not your enemy. Linkle, I've been watching you since you went to the Forsaken Fortress to rescue your sister. I understand how your desire to protect your sister could give you the courage to fearlessly stand up to anything. But such a bold attempt was foolhardy. I suppose you saw him, the shadow that commands that monstrous bird. His name is... Ganon. He who obtained the power of the gods, attempted to cover the land in darkness, and was ultimately sealed away by the very power he hoped to command. He is the very same Ganon, the Emperor of the Dark Realm, the ancient legends speak of. I do not know why the seal of the gods has failed, but now that Ganon has returned, the world is once again being threatened by his evil magic. Tell me, Linkle, do you still wish to save your sister from him? And will you do anything to save her? I see. In that case, I shall guide you as we go forward, advising you on what you should do and where you must go. Ganon cannot be defeated by human hands, let alone by what little strength you possess. The key to defeating Ganon is locked away in a great power that you can wield only after much toil and hardship. Do you understand? In that case, we depart to the Great Sea. But I am getting ahead of myself. This is actually embarrassing, a bit embarrassing for me to admit, but although I am indeed a boat that possesses the power of speech, I possess no sail, and a boat with no sail can sail no seas. I brought you far to the east of the dark gaze of the Forsaken Fortress. On this island is a town of merchants who deal in a wide variety of goods. If you search hard enough, surely you can find one who will sell you a sail. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but without a sail, I will be useless to you. This island of merchants is home to many valuable goods. The information they provide you may come in handy during your endeavors at sea, so listen carefully to their words and heed them well. But remember, there's no time to play. Come back here immediately as soon as your errands are done. Immediately, he says, as if we're not going to spend the rest of the stream on Windfall Island. Because we will probably spend the rest of the stream on Windfall Island if this is officially declared not a 3-heart run. Mind you, there's a couple things I'm not going to get on this run through for my sanity, because we only have 160 rupees. So it actually makes more sense to come back at a later time and round up some things. But we'll do a lot of it. So I'm feeling pretty good. Why? Because I recently got myself a pet pig. 3 in fact. I got a black splotched pig too. Not often do you see one of those. How often do you see one of those? Not often, chum. I've let him ashore to graze over yonder, but the thing is, I can't stop worrying about the little guys. If you give him a special item, you can play a minigame. Oh, if you please, young girl there, please help me. Please listen to my tale of woe. Oh, my sweet, sweet daughter, my only daughter, poor Maggie. She was captured by a bunch of villains and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. What on earth could those scoundrels want with her? Are they just roaming around looking for young maidens? Are they just evil creatures who delight in mischief? Well, crud. Having a kidnapped daughter doesn't get you a single rupee, you know. Please save my poor daughter. I beg of you. Here I stand, begging. I hope you'll give those scoundrels in the Forsaken Fortress a good scare. They'll pay for what they've done. Oh yes, pay. One annoying thing about him is he'll basically accost you every time and ask to tell you the story. I wish that was actually changed to HD, but it wasn't. What, can't you see we're busy? I know we're super cute and all, but that just doesn't mean you can come up and talk to us whenever you like. Jeepers. What's the matter, miss? Why are you looking at us like we're aliens or something weird like that? What? We're good girls. We don't spread rumors. Sure. Anyway, hi. You don't look at all familiar, buddy. Are you some kind of tourist or something? If you are, I'll show you around. Why don't you join me for a little stroll around town? On Windfall Island. Our Windfall Island may be a little cozy, so to speak, but people from all over the world come here. The town's always lively. Why, just walking around and having a look at things is quite fun. That's the mark of a great town. Yeah, see, he's already at it, and we just talked to him. This is a peaceful place, this island here. The people here would never have even dream of leaving their little paradise and setting sail on a voyage to the sea, you know what I mean? Why, this town is full of faces that don't even show the slightest interest in the sails of a ship. Are we sailors the only ones? Has no one else set out on the great sea? Apparently not. What are you doing? You say you want to sail for a boat? Tell me you're kidding with me. Listen up, lassie. Try using your head a little more. What makes you think a bloke like me, a guy who makes his living off the sea, would give away this very sailing gear he needs to survive? Look elsewhere, lassie. Interesting, lassie instead of just going with lass. But you might say laddie or something. Anyway, next up is you. If you could indulge me for a moment, please admit that I'm looking fine. Why, looking this fine would have won me the Miss Windfall crown way back when. I'm still looking better than all the younger girls I know. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Humble, too. Next up is this little potion shop here that we really can't do much with. Hello, and hello! You're standing in the one and only True Jelly Juice Shop. You must have heard our potions are the best. I'm telling you, they're too good. In fact, they're absolutely incredible. What's that? What's True Jelly? You ask, looking somewhat bewildered. Oh, miss, you simply must be joking. You don't know what True Jelly is? Well, just ask yourself this, good miss. What is a robustly nourishing element? What is a mystical substance that's good for the body and mind? Ask yourself. The words True Jelly roar out an answer to these questions, proclaiming themselves to be true. Why is the key ingredient in the most effective potions around? All you have to do is bring an empty bottle to my little juice shop here, and I'll let you have a taste. Which begs the question, miss, do you have an empty juice bottle? Or empty bottle? I do not, so we can't do anything here, it's fine. I just wanted to show it off more than anything. I need your strongest potions. I know that's a reference, I actually forgot what it's a reference to. Over here is a jar that always has 5 rupees. If you want to farm very slowly, just go in and out of buildings and break this pot every time. That sounds miserable though, so I'm probably not going to do that. Alright, so this is the auction house. If we break these, the owner of the manor will get very pissed at us, so let's not do that. I just had a realization that we can't actually do anything in that area yet. You have to come back at night to unlock something. You're looking for a sail? I have no idea where you find one. Do I look like a sailor to you? Look, I'm feeling down right now, so shove off, will ya? Go pester that guy in the massive coat or whatever. So yeah, we can help them out later, but not right away. Anyway, she's so saucy, isn't she? I can't believe she's a school teacher. Rumor has it she has mountains of tacky pendants and earrings. It's as if she loves nothing in the world more than jewelry. Now, just what are you doing? Were you listening to us, you scamp? You listen, young woman, I haven't seen you around, so I guess you're new to Windfall. But don't you know it's bad to eavesdrop on conversations meant only for adult ears? We're discussing very, very important topics that kids just wouldn't understand. You're far too young to be listening to us, young woman, so shoo! Damn, the hospitality here leaves a lot to be desired. Well, what do you think about my outfit? You don't see clothes like this often, do you? Aren't they so cute? A friend of mine who lives on Outside Island sent this outfit to me. She's an amazing girl. She can put jars on her head and walk around like it's nothing at all. You have to see it to believe it. Gee, I wonder who that is. Anyway. Hey there, girl. Did you happen to see the post box down near the docks? Well, just so you know, if you want to send someone a letter, just set it to Y, X, or R and use that button to put in the post box. It's just that easy. Before long, the Rita postman will come to deliver it to whomever you send it to. He's a hard-working fellow, I tell you. Yes, fascinated by mail, as we'll see later. People from all over the world seem to gather here on Windfall Island, all hoping to become successful merchants. I suppose you could say that this is the island where people and money come together, but you know what? Money is important, sure, but don't you think people need to open their hearts a little more than their wallets? I've been kicking around this crazy world for a long time, and I've learned to stop and sniff the flowers along the way. I think he's part of a side quest? Oh shoot, am I gonna have to do that if I want to get all heart pieces? Oh no. I might have been off more than I could chew. I guess we'll find out. Anyway. Oh. No, that's not it. That's just not it. And the problem is, even though that's not it, this isn't it either. Oh dear, pardon me, gal. I was so fully and wholly absorbed in my dancing that I didn't even notice the little old you standing there. I am taught. I love dancing more than I love 3 meals a day. You will come to know me as the world's charismatic dancer extraordinaire. Ready, gal? 1, 2, 1, 2. Say, gal, you know what I was just reminded of? Long ago I met this delightful old guy who performed the most dazzling magic dance. A dance that turned night into day right before my very eyes. I can remember those fabulous dance moves, but I just can't seem to get that intricate rhythm down. Do you think you know the rhythm, gal? We do not know the rhythm. So we shall move on for now. Oh shoot. Hi. Thank you for the 8 months, Serena. Oh, hi Serena. Love you. Anyway, mood whiplash. Hi Tingle. Hooray! Thank you oh so very much. Here's Tingle's heartfelt gift of thanks. Tingle, Tingle, Kulu, and Pa. I know he voices it. Become an item. I should just let him say it. You got a Tingle bottle. Using Miiverse, you can insert a message you've written and send it out to sea for someone unknown to receive. Set it to and use it with Y, X, or R. Be aware that you can't write letters if you're not connected to Miiverse. Miss Fairy, are you familiar with Miiverse? With it, messages put in this bottle can be sent to fairies the world over. A communion of minds, hearts beating as one. Just don't write anything unpleasant, okay? Not that I have to remind you, Miss Fairy. Splendid. Tingle is returning now to his own special island. Will you come find him? Where is it? You need to tell me. Ah, I was forgetting something important. Oh, Miss Fairy, you want to come to my island, don't you? Don't you? You got Tingle's chart. What kind of chart could it be? Head out to sea and then check your charts in the map screen to find out. Open it on the map screen. If you ever need any help with your charts, just leave it to Tingle. Don't ever forget it. One more thing. And if you'd like to give your Tingle bottles that little extra oomph that all Tingles crave, you should check out the back of this cell. Check it right out. Yeah, I got a little... You can now send letters in Tingle bottles by using Miiverse. Set your Tingle bottle to Y, X, or R to send a letter of your own. You can even use a picto box to include a pictograph with your message. Pick up Tingle bottles that you find lying on beaches or floating in the sea to read letters other people have written. You can adjust your message settings at any time from the settings screen. We're just gonna turn that off, since, you know, no Miiverse. I actually don't even know if Pretendo is set up to work with this game. I meant to check, and I kind of forgot. It actually logged me out, or unlinked my account, I think, so I'd have to relink it, and, like, fight that whole thing. So, yeah, needless to say, it's something I might experiment with, but no promises. Also, even if it is working, I kind of worry what, like, a no moderation Miiverse would be like in terms of this, so it might just be safer to not. As we crawl through this tunnel, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea here. I've played this game too many times if I already know the route this well. I don't know if this is even the fastest route, but it's the route that gets me consistently to the end, so I'll take it. There's a lot of things where I'm not sure if I'm doing them on screen or not. And there we go, Tingle's treasure. Of course, if I ever successfully escape from this prison, I shall one day return to recover the picto box. I will write the controls for it in case I should forget them. Set to Y, X, or R on the item screen, press A to snap shots. L and R also work. Use the left stick to zoom in and out. Press the R to switch to its delightful pictograph viewing mode. It saves up to 12 pictographs at one time. Oh, how it pains me to leave it. I just wish I could get out of here so I could start taking pictographs. Something tells me I read these out of order. Date unknown. At last I have succeeded in stealing the picto box I've desired for so long. Succeeded, yes, but sadly, due to a slight mistake on my part, I was also caught. I've been imprisoned, but I do not give in easily. I refuse to give this wondrous box to my captors. I have decided to hide it here in the depths of my cell and then make my escape by tunneling out. Yes, that's my plan. So this is like a set. Well, I guess it is still the same person. I don't know where he would have tunneled out to, but the skulls make me think maybe he didn't. You got the picto box. Set it to use with Y, X, or R. You can record up to 12 pictographs. Press the R to view your pictographs. So one of the biggest glow-ups of HD is being able to hold 4 times as many photos, and originally you could hold 3, which makes certain sections very annoying. It makes one side quest extremely annoying. Also, hi Rat. If you take the wrong turn, you're just gonna drop down into the ocean. It's fine. I actually wanted to do that because it's actually, I think, faster than going the long way around. Hi, King of Headlions. So, now that we have the picto box, we can start a very involved side quest. I think, at least. Again, I need to remember that I actually have the Wii U gamepad, so I could just do this instead. We didn't talk to y'all yet, actually. Now that I think about it. I'm just scoping out if I can, like, shortcut something. The answer is not really, so I guess we'll do this the intended way. Are you all alone or what? You must feel pretty lonely walking around a place like this all by yourself. What are you doing anyway? Game? You stink, miss. We ain't seen your face around here before, bud. What are you looking at, bud? Hey, bud, what are you, some kind of country rube? I mean, look at that outfit, what a get-up. Rude. This town's our turf, the turf of the world-famous killer bees. Don't mess with us. Yeah, buzz buzz. Order of operations is my biggest question right now. I guess we'll go talk to you next. Again, I think the entire rest of this stream will be Windfall Island, if I had to make a guess. If we're actually doing all this stuff. Why, young miss? I must say, you seem to be in possession of a very fine picto box there. Are you a lover of pictographs as well? There can be no villains amongst the ranks of picto box lovers. Take your time, look around, I implore you. While you're here, please do visit my upstairs pictograph gallery. You're bound to find it quite exciting, young miss, I guarantee it. Alright, so next step, go upstairs. Very interesting. Got the Forsaken Fortress, Choo-Choo's, Cabana, Tingle Island, Outset. Oh ho 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 ho, aren't these some finely snapped pictographs, you must admit it. But come now, you needn't be so surprised, my young miss. It's a hobby of mine to sneak up behind people when they least expect it. It's quite an amusing diversion, think nothing of it. By the way, the pictographs you see decorating these fine walls have all been taken by none other than myself. They're my pride and joy. You see, in my younger days I was tireless, sailing far and wide across the great sea, snapping pictographs wherever I went. Have a look at them, young miss. What's this a pictograph of, you ask? Well, those are creatures called choo-choos. They are said to have medicinal properties, so they're a most important resource, treasured by sailors the world over. Why, there's even said to be an extremely rare species of them known as the blue choo-choo. It is only under very unusual circumstances that they're ever sighted. You would be most lucky to ever come across one, young miss. Actually, there's not that many. This is a pretty nice pictograph. This is one of a tiny rock islet, I don't know how to say it, resting far out in the sea southeast of here. Isn't it nice? There was a very dignified butler standing before the door, and I snapped his pictograph without even thinking. That aside, I'm certain this is someone's private cabana. This is an incredible pictograph. I saw this strange platform rising out of the seas, seeming to claw at the sky. It makes for an even stranger silhouette. I wonder if such things still remain out there on the high seas, lonely on the waves. Ah, if only I had the chance, I would love to see these things once again. Hey, this is a pictograph of an island I once visited. Isn't it a finely snapped shot? I took it in my younger days. It is Outset Island. It's the most delightful of fishing villages, innocent and rich with nature's bounties. It was there I met a beautiful young lass. Although I suppose she is probably not as young as she used to be these days. It's like, did he know Linkle's grandma? What kind of pictograph is this, you ask? One ill-fated day, misfortune befell me and my boat was destroyed. Clinging on to the wreckage, I drifted at the whims of the waves. That's when I saw this monstrosity. This foul ship veiled in mist and fading in and out of sight like something of another world. Yes, my young miss, 'tis none other than the ghost ship. The rumors I've heard tell of a man who researched the reaches of the sea, where the ghost ship faded in and out of sight, and that he drew a map of its movements. But it said that as soon as the man had finished drawing the lines of that cursed map, he died a most unexpected death. Chilling, truly chilling. Now, if one were able to find that map, then it might be possible to sneak onto the ghost ship and get the treasure that is said to lurk within its hull. What are you? Not a bad pictograph, Is that not a rather mysterious statue? The statue's home is on one of the Triangle Islands. It lies due south of here. There are a total of 3 Triangle Islands. The Northern, the Southern, and the Eastern Triangle Islands. Each of them has a statue such as this standing on its shores. Neat. And finally, this pictograph chills me to the bone. The Forsaken Fortress. This place lies to the northwest of our fair isle, but it has been enveloped in filthy dark clouds of late. What are we to do against the silent evil that lingers there? If you value your life, young miss, then at the very least, you should stay as far away from that place as you possibly can. Feels as if evil that is not of this world lies in wait there, biding its time. Bad news, we've already been there. So, to initiate this riveting side quest, I say mildly sarcastically, we need to go back inside. Alrighty, hi. You see, young miss, I've been studying picto boxes ever since I was but a lad. My lifelong dream of creating a box with incredible pictography capabilities is at long last nearing fruition. But now I've grown old and have no real desire to leave this island. Young miss, I hesitate to ask, but could you perchance become my pictograph assistant? Oh, really? Really and truly? My heart leaps at your enthusiasm, but I feel I must tell you, the path an assistant must follow is not a simple one. I demand that whosoever takes on the role of my assistant, be an individual who can take whatever command I may issue and promptly complete it without hesitation. It will be quite a challenge, I assure you. Are you still sure you want to do this? Yep. Ha! You must share my love of the pictograph. What is your name, young miss? Linkle, is it? Very well then, I shall issue 3 commands to you. On the day you complete all 3 tasks, you shall be my #1 assistant, Linkle. Now then, for my first command. A love letter. Do you know what that is, young miss? It is a collection of words of love, long unspoken, put into written form. Somewhere in this town there is one who, despite constant rejection, never learns the cold lesson of unrequited passion, and continues to write letters of doomed love. I'm certain of the object of this sadly one-sided affection that threw me off, is in quite a quandary over the matter. I am of the mind that I must have a word with the unwanted suitor. However, I must have physical evidence, and thus your first task is to snap a pictograph of this individual in the act of sending the unwanted letters. That sounds easy, does it not? Rightly so. If you hope to be my assistant, you must perform this task with ease. Alright, again, object of affection jump scare. Not jump scare, I like that song a lot. So, the guy that was telling us about mail. The problem with going in and out of a building is it probably resets everyone's walk cycles. So, everyone's probably back at the start of their routines. So, this guy's part of another photo. I might skip ahead if, you know, that's faster, because it's like, you know, this guy moves pretty slow. So I'm just gonna vibe for, actually I might start, okay, I'm gonna multitask, I'm gonna start this quest too. I'm biting off a lot right now, getting ready for Majora's Mask in the future. Welcome to Mrs. Murray's School of Troy. I don't think I've ever seen your face around here before, my young scholar. Are you a new pupil? What can I do for you on this fine day? We need to talk. I know I may look a bit flashy for a teacher, but I assure you I am one. How long has it been since I opened my school here on Windfall Island? 20 years? Ever since then, I've been teaching the children of this island about true joy. But I do have a rather joyless problem. There's this delinquent gang of four young boys who never listen to a word I say, even though I wait patiently for those boys to show up. They never come. It's as if they don't want joy in their hearts. Could you please catch their leader, a little boy named Ivan, and talk some sense into him for me? Please, young woman, for me? Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you so much. You're such a dear. They're such troublesome little boys. I'm at my wit's end over how to handle them. But they won't be so mean to a girl their own age, will they? I should think not. Good luck, young woman. Yeah, about that. Yeah, that works better as Link, to be honest. I don't think they would be receptive to a girl of the same age. Yeah. Yo, bud, you got a problem with us killer bees, huh, do ya? Don't tell me it's that annoying hack of a teacher again, is it? You came here to give us a talking to because Mrs. Marie asked you to, right? Tell us not to skip school, right, bud? Tell us not to be tardy, right, bud? Oh, forget about all that. We're the mighty invisible gang of four, the killer bees. Do you think we'd listen to a chump like you? But I'll tell you what, bud. If you want to challenge us to a competition, then we'll think about maybe listening a little bit. When you say, bud, you want to challenge us? First of all, I like him staring in the back there. He's just like, what is going on over there? Okay, you're a funeral, bud. The rules are simple. We're gonna go hide somewhere, and if you find us, we're gonna run. You gotta try to catch us. Easy as that, bud. We won't hide indoors or nothing, and we won't leave this island, so look for us around in the shadows and behind buildings and stuff. If we catch all four of us, we lose. Got it, bud? Ready? Go! Hey, fun thing, this is actually a side quest that automatically avoids a 3-heart run on a technicality. As in, you cannot beat this game without a single heart piece. You always have to get 1 heart piece, no matter what. It's kinda wild, actually. I would go inside this building if it didn't reset the walk cycles of the NPCs. Yeah, this is a jump that we can actually make, just organically. We don't have to sidle across or anything. Yeah, we need to have 21 joy penance, and 40 if we want something bonus. Or 41 probably. Oh shoot, a red rupee. I was not expecting that. Anyway, just gotta catch up to him. Easier said than done. There we go. Ah, lame. So Ivan should actually be on top of this tree. Hopefully, we can get this without too much trouble. Gotta keep an eye on you, and also the guy who's gonna put a letter in the post box. Shoot. God dang it, you're faster than I thought. Okay, you're the leader after all. Yarg, you got me. And just doing a quick check on routines. I don't see the guy we're keeping an eye on. You're walking pretty slow. Alright, there's you. The last one I won't catch because I think it reloads the instance of this area, which would screw up my entire purpose of doing this right now. To try and multitask. You're awesome! Well, at least someone appreciates me in this gang. Okay, so you have the couple. Where'd the guy go? And there's the guy with the letter. So again, just kind of keeping an eye on NPC positioning. He's coming actually around the corner, so we might want to get in position for that. The problem is the old guy here might cause problems for us if we're not careful. Case in point. Wait, I totally missed that. I'm so very worried about my daughter. I can't even sleep at night. Please, whatever you can do, anything, I beg of you, I plead of you, please, I'm counting on you. Yeah. I'm doing my best over here. Your work takes time. So I'm just gonna camp out in position here. By the way, if you're using the actual gamepad directly, you can just use gyro for this, which is nice. Actually, hope I don't screw this up, because otherwise we have to wait all over again for this cycle. So you gotta make sure you get it right, basically. It's like, I don't know if gyro would make this easier or harder, to be honest. Yeah, you're right there, okay. And we might miss the couple part of this, just based on how long this has taken. So we gotta catch him in the act of putting a photo in the box. Like... here. God, I hope that's good enough. I'm gonna quickly try to rush up here and see if I can do the other photo too. I think I'm too late, but we'll try it. Barely. So anyway, taking strolls is kind of like a hobby of mine. I'm always moving, buddy, but do you think it's strange for a young guy like me to walk around so much? Well, whatever, I'll tell you one thing, because I take so many strolls. I know all the best walking courses in town. Take the little path beside the bomb shop, for example. How many people in town know that it kind of sneaks around behind the building? I think I'm the only one, buddy. Yeah, basically, like, these two, like, will glance at each other as he passes by. That's really interesting. I never really thought about that. That was, like, the cycle is that close. Like, if you're just off by a little bit, you still miss that cycle. Again, that's a really tight cycle, actually, if you wanted to get both. I think it's possible. You might need to, like, stall an NPC by, like, kind of blocking your way just a little bit to throw off your pathing slightly. I think it's doable, though. But annoying. Alrighty, the other problem is ad break. Do I just let it roll and hope I time it right? God, you got me. I can't believe it. You found all four of us, and you caught us all too. Talk about utter defeat. Looks like we lost our touch, killer bees. I guess maybe it's time we chilled out. From now on, we won't cause no more trouble for anyone. And to reward your hide and seeking skills, here, take this, bud. You got a piece of heart. You've collected a total of 2 pieces, got 2 more to complete the heart container. This is our favorite possession, but you've proven that you're worthy. To our bud, the hide-and-seek master. Oh, and one more thing, we need you to apologize to Mrs. Marie for us. Alright, we're counting on you, bud. So yeah, that's the actual problem here, because if you wanted a pure 3-heart run, no heart pieces, there's no avoiding that one. There's like nothing you can do to avoid that one. Anyway, Anton's cycles so early in, I might as well just do this now. I was gonna wait, but otherwise we'd be waiting the entire loop. Somewhere in this town there's... okay. Be sure to take a clear full body shot so I can see exactly what is going on, and of course, so as to not be seen, you should take the pictograph from a distance, yes? Now to prove you have completed this task, you should set your picto box to Y, X, or R, press that button to show me the pictograph. Clear, young miss? For the first part. Somewhere in this town, there's one who, despite constant rejection, never learns love's cruelest lesson and continues to write love letters without rest. I need you to recover proof of this sad story by catching this person in the act. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to catch the first part, because I kind of zoned out that a bit. Anyway, I hope this is good! Oh ho, now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Now, they say love is blind, but what could he be thinking mailing all these letters? I should not ridicule him though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. But I digress. Very good, young miss. I must congratulate you on passing your first test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Sweet. Shoot, I didn't get the next lesson. It's fine. I mean, we can just get the photo anyway. I think his name is Anton, as in this guy. This might be the 3rd pictograph. Because there's like 2 more missions for us for this. I do not remember the proper order. So yeah, he's just gonna do a full loop around town, unfortunately. So I'm trying to figure out what to do in the meantime. Yeah, setting up for the ad break actually does make the most sense, now that I think about it, and just pausing when he's close, essentially. And then we'll cut... I'll make sure to, you know, pause the game and everything beforehand, but... or we can just wait, do it naturally, and I'll just edit it out later. I wonder if a girl like you will do. It is difficult to tell. Yes, difficult. You see, my one and only daughter, Mila, was taken away from me to a finding place called the Forsaken Fortress. I have asked many to rescue her, but it seems to be a difficult voyage to that cursed place. Oh, to see my sweet Mila again, my precious little daughter. I worry so over her welfare. I can't recall the last time we slept more than a wink. I sincerely wonder about the wisdom of asking a girl like you to do this. But would you lend a hand to help rescue my precious daughter? You are a brave girl to take on this task. I assure you, if you do rescue her, I will pay you as much as it takes. I'll give my entire fortune for her safety. Now that's dedication. So yeah. Again, it's gonna take a hot minute for him to loop all the way around, to be blunt. So, like, I might just hang out, like, park here, for the ad break. And yeah, when we come back, we'll get this photo, hopefully, and move on. Hi, I have returned. Something very interesting is happening on my game, so we're gonna cut back right away as soon as I get everything set up here. So, when I got back from the break, one thing that's interesting is the killer bees will just start circling you if you're nearby. But also, the guy in the back is just kind of standing there. I don't think that's supposed to happen. I think he's supposed to keep walking, but we might be blocking his path and like screwing up his like AI behavior, which might work in my favor. We'll see, I guess. Hey. Again, don't know if that's supposed to happen, but that was very lucky, I guess. So neat. I might not have zoomed in enough. He might get a little bit annoyed that I didn't zoom in more. If not, we do it again. But hope that's good. Welcome. Oh my, you're a very small customer, aren't you? Well, that's fine, of course. You just feel free to look around. I'm gonna pick up this jar and throw it. You know, ordinary behavior. I assure you. And this guy's terrified, because I just startled him. Oh, don't startle me like that. Sheesh, I thought we were having an earthquake or something. I think I've been hearing that monsters from the Forsaken Fortress have been going around kidnapping girls with long ears. I can believe it, after all. 2 girls from Windfall have already been kidnapped. Poor Maggie and Mila. It just breaks my heart to think about those 2. Both their fathers are desperate to find anyone who can rescue their poor little girls. What kind of world has this become? So much fear and suffering. So yeah, fingers crossed that both photos are good. The one I'm pretty confident in, the other, I'm not as confident in. But, you know, all things considered, that wasn't that bad, but we might have to retake the one. Very well, but next is my second command. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. This individual flinches and jumps at even the slightest of surprises. I need you to capture the instant of pure fear on this individual's face in a pictograph. So tell me, do you think you can complete this task, young miss? Hey, good news. Oh ho, now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Clearly this individual must be the town's most timid of denizens. Fear is his constant companion. Okay, that's weird. An object of affection is one thing, but really? I cannot complain, young miss. You have passed in the most admirable manner. Say, and is it me, or is this chap quite the striking individual? Very good, young miss, and this means you have passed my second test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most effectively. Whoa, he's bisexual, I didn't know that. Very good, next is, at long last, my final command. Open your heart and mind and listen to what I say. Somewhere in town is a couple, a man and woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of each of the other, and yet for reasons unknown, the 2 have never spoken. Even when they happen by chance to pass each other in the road, they each steal a brief, furtive glance of the other, but they suppress the longing in their hearts. I cannot let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these two poor souls, I shall become Cupid, Archer of Love. These two are timid burglars in the House of Love, and you must capture a pictograph of them thinking their furtive thoughts. And young Mistress Linkle, if and when, hope beyond hope, you manage to complete this third task, then shall you be my #1 pupil. Oh, does that not excite you? Good luck to you, young miss. Here's hoping this is good enough. Oh, this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see the love there, hidden but thriving. Even I, who have lived in this town for so many long years, did not realize in the slightest the extent of their passion. You have done well, Linkle. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Now then, my young miss, you have completed all of the tasks I set to you. My doubts about you have all been cleared up. I shall hereby be proud to call you my assistant, Linkle. And no assistant of mine will be seen going around taking pictographs in monochrome. Not in a million years. So here, allow me to present you with this picto box. You got a deluxe picto box, a gift from Lenzo commemorating you're becoming his assistant and can take color pictographs. Set it to and use it with Y, X, or R. Until now, you could only take black and white pictographs, but you can now take color pictographs, allowing you to show the world as it was meant to be seen. Now, go out there and snap pictographs. Snap them in color for me, for all the years I spent unable to do so. Fulfill my life's ambition. Go for it, Linkle. Hi Chibi, welcome on in. So this is a major change. In the original, there was an additional part of this where you had to go get a firefly from redacted area that we'll go to later. Because, I don't know, they just wanted to make it longer. It's like Wind Waker kind of feels padded, frankly, in a lot of ways. It's the whole thing. But yeah, in this version, they just give you the deluxe picto box. It's actually really nice, not gonna lie. So, hey, we're just in time for everyone's favorite part of The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. The moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the sky. Hey, welcome. It's 10 rupees per game for kids. You wanna play or what? Yeah, okay then, Welcome to the fleet. I'm the Great Admiral Dolvalsky. Look sharp, for we are the sole protectors of this island. The Admiral, red alert! All hands on deck! Sonar shows that schools of deadly squid are approaching. All ships prepare for battle. What, where? I see the fiends approach. There are 3 squid groups, a large one, a medium one, and a small one. If we allow them to come any closer, the children on the island will be in grave danger. Sailor, take command of our new radar system to seek out and sink all of these fiendishly hidden enemies. But be warned, you have only 24 cannonballs that you can fire. To destroy the marauding squid pods, you must score 4 direct hits on the large, 3 on the medium, and 2 on the small. Use left stick to move the cursor and press A to fire a cannon blast. May your aim be true, that is all. That is the instruction you need. Is that clear, sailor? Aye aye, sir. Excellent, so far our best sailor has managed to destroy all of the giant squid using only 20 cannonballs. You fight us bravely. Well, time to suffer. I don't know how much I'm gonna do this. Okay, good start. There's a calculator for this, by the way, if, like, you want to make this a little bit less guessy. Yeah, there's actually a calculator that someone developed to give, like, recommendations. I would consider using it to speed it up. Shit. Wow, that was unfortunate. Oh, bad news, sailor. The enemies have retreated or something. It's 10 rupees per game for kids. Wanna try again? Yeah, okay then, okay. We're gonna give this a bunch of tries, because this is for a heart piece, and also treasure charts. That'll be important later on. Wait, what? My brain shut down slightly. Wait a minute. Yeah. Ah, shoot. Damn, okay. I don't know how many tries we should give this. We can come back later, hypothetically. I might actually have the calculator up by then. And again, the calculator still is just based on average odds. It's not going to be foolproof. I must prefer hitting the small one first, just because it makes my life easier to find. God, oh shoot, that wasn't. Oh my god, this minigame frustrates me. A little bit, if I'm being real. Let's try this. If I can spell calculator, Jesus Christ. I'm on my phone, to be fair. Sploosh Kaboom Solver. So yeah, we got a little calculator. It's a little grid. It tells you like recommendations based on odds. But it is ultimately just odds. It's not like a guarantee of anything. But it is helpful. So it's just kind of going through the options. You just check each one. And then it narrows down the options for you, so you can have the best odds. So it's saying, like for example, it says this one is the next best chance, but it's not necessarily guaranteed. So if I say number of squids killed 1, then it'll move on to up here. And that's not anything. Basically, the goal of this, if you're trying to metagame this out, is trying to nope, not there. That's a hit. And then that's the 4. Now we have the 3 left, so number of squids killed 2. So it's saying here, nothing, here, nothing. And it's like basically now checking places that have room to put 3, essentially. Oh, okay. So we win, it's just by how much? Hey, we did it. Okay. Excellent work, Sarah. Your deeds have successfully protected the peace on this rare island. We are so very proud. The children on the island would like to thank you, Sailor. Hooray! Yay! Yay! Oh, thank you, Miss Sailor. Please take this piece of heart as a sign of our gratitude. You are so great. You got a piece of heart. You've collected 3 so far. Collect 1 more to increase your life energy by 1 heart. So thanks for playing and all that. I can't tell you how fun it's been for me. And don't forget your umbrella or nothing on your way out the door. He's so excited. I don't know if I want to go for the treasure charts right now. Just because that took a bit. You know, this thing may look like a windmill, but it's actually a wind-powered Ferris wheel. I used to harness the wind's power to spin in quite a nifty manner, but we rarely get a favorable wind around here anymore, so it doesn't budge. I'm pretty sure it's not broken or anything though, so if the wind blew in the right direction again, we just have to hit the power switch out back to get it moving. Looks like a westerly wind is blowing now. Hey chat, do I go for it? Do I try it? Oh... Yeah, no, this sucks. Yeah. Again, ultimately it's down to luck, and that's the problem, is my luck is bad. Okay, we're gonna give it like maybe 3 more tries and then move on, just so we get a little bit more progress in the game, and don't spend all our time on this, and then we'll try again at a later time if I need to look up what the treasure charts even are first. Because, like, they might not be anything remotely worth a damn, for all I know. Okay, so that's not good. That's a hit. So we're saying here, that's wrong. That is correct. That is wrong again. So, something you can have happen is they're lined up in such a way that you think, oh, this is the one squid, and then it's actually 2 squids, like, lined up next to each other. So yeah, the game can be very mean with this mini-game. It's not my favorite thing in the world, to be blunt. Yeah, I don't think we can actually get it unless we hit, like, every shot from here on out. For the 20, at least. The 20 is the hard one. If you're doing a randomizer, that really sucks trying to get that. Yeah, we can't get to 20. I don't think we can get the vanilla prize either at this point. It's like here, isn't it? Oh, see? Case in point. There were 2 right next to each other. I thought it was gonna be the 3 and the 2 and the 3. Like, 4 in one direction, 2 in another. I don't know. This game just frustrates me. I wish there was a better, like, way to, like, game it out, so it just didn't take 50 million years. Here? So nothing. Yeah. Oh. Serendipitous. So that's nothing. Okay, so that's a hit, but again, there's the big question of... Oh. I actually was saying to do this anyway. That was just me being silly. Oh, so that's a hit. That's 1 squid. Where's the option? Now it's time to try this space, I think. I got a really fast one, and then I'll completely squander it because luck is not necessarily on my side. Okay. So this has to be the 4, or it's multiple stacked on top of each other. Okay, that's just the 4 straight up. Okay, so we have. See, this is the problem. Is we have we have 4 shots to hit the final squid. Which is, like, not great odds, if I'm being real. And this is the frustrating part, is, like, sometimes you just kind of, like, it just falls apart at the end. There's nothing you can really do about it. It's like, even though with a calculator, it's still just some element of luck to it. I'm just gonna... Oh, God damn it. I was right there. Okay, I'm gonna just free-form it. I'm just gonna wing it. Alright. Neat. God damn it. What I don't want. Because the 2 is the hardest one to actually, like, feel out, basically. Yeah. I think I'm actually having better runs without the calculator than with, weirdly enough. Okay, cool. 1 more. Last try. For now, and then we'll come back if we don't get it here. See, I'm almost willing to call a mulligan just because how bad this one's going. And like, okay, one more, but then that's the slippery slope. Okay, yeah. For real, one more. Let's see. Let's make it a good one, hopefully. Alright, okay. That's what I want to see. So, I'm gonna actually use the calculator, because, like, for the others, it should actually be relatively easy to calculate out. Because, you know, the 2 is always the most annoying one. Everything else is not that bad. IMO, but, again... It should be easier to, like, cut off places that the 3 and the 4 can actually be comparably. Because they're so big. I say as I'm having no luck. Because of course. It's like, what the hell? I find the 2 right away and then I can't find anything else. Okay, finally got a hit. It's gotta be vertical then. Yeah, we can't do it now for that, at least. Yeah, here's the math. Like, okay, places where 4 can actually be are limited. Alright, so at least we got the second reward. There's still one more reward, though. Again, we'll try later just for the sake of time, because we've been here for a bit. This is our thanks to you. It's been passed down on our island for many years, so don't tell the island elder, okay? Here, please accept this treasure chart. You got a treasure chart. Open this chart on the map screen and a place where treasure lies will be lit up. Sail to that area and then use the chart to find the treasure. Okay, same as before. See, now I'm feeling that, like, gambler's house. You're like, okay, but what if next round's the one I get it on? It's like, no, stop. Get help. Please, save yourself. The only other building I didn't go to is the bomb shop, I think. I think I talked to everyone else. So we'll drop by here. Like so, and talk to you. This is B, the bomb shop. Go on and use the left stick to look around. We can't buy anything, actually. I didn't call for you, girl. Now, go on now, beat it. Yeah, we literally... I was like, oh wait, yeah, we don't have a bomb bag. But I was expecting him to at least explain how it worked, kind of like the choo-choo jelly guy. So that was mildly disappointing. So yeah, we do have to come back to Windfall a few times, so we'll try again later. Though we get an even worse minigame, potentially. You gotta sail once we leave the island to maybe some time before we again return to its shores. Make sure you bought everything you need before we depart. You know what? It's a really good thing I didn't keep playing Splish Kaboom, because I realized I actually forgot to buy the sail. Yeah. That's a problem. It's a big problem, actually. So we need to go over here and talk to Zenari. Behind this counter, specifically. My story is a strange one. I came across cursed seas from a land far away, a land where the blizzards blow violently, heading for this town called Windfall. But dear me, as I traveled, a terrible storm descended and tore my ship to bits. Yet mysteriously, only that escaped without so much as a mark on it. From the looks of it, I would say you are a traveler as well. Oh yes, indeed. Could you not purchase that from me? It is my one and only heirloom from home. The people of this town do not seem the least bit interested in that, despite the fact that it would help them travel the dangerous seas about their town. Please, I beg of you, I wish to open a business here in this town, so I am in desperate need of finances. How does 80 rupees sound? Yes, thank you very much indeed. I have received precisely 80 rupees for it. I can use these funds to finance my new business. Oh dear me, what a happy day. Very well, young mistress, as I promised. Please, take that. You got a boat sail. Boat sail. Press A while on your boat to pull it out, and B again to put it away. Yes, 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 you have made a good purchase today, my young mistress, and you have saved my life in business as well. Treasure Daily is the finest sail in the world, treated as such. So that's different in the original. You have to actually equip it as an item and then take it out every time you wanted to use the boat, and it sucked. So now they just made a button. Oh, that look in your eye. So you found yourself a sail, have you? Very well, then I shall teach you the art of sailing. Come next to my hull and press A to climb aboard. Hoist the sail you got with A to get moving. The sail will catch the wind, which will push the boat forward. The arrow that appears behind me indicates wind direction. Use the control stick to left stick to steer. If you wish to move quickly, you should keep the wind blowing directly into the sail. You can always press B to put away the sail. Try it when you want to adjust your speed. Did you understand all that? One more thing. When you're out at sea with few landmarks to go by, you will be at the mercy of your sea chart. And mark the place we should currently be heading for on your sea chart. If you get lost at sea, select Map displayed on the Wii U gamepad to open your sea chart. You can also pause the game with plus and confirm your position. Now, a westerly wind blows. Hop in and let it carry us to the east. Alright, so thinking about how this little like cruise speed, that was also buffed in the Wii U version. It was way slower in the original. So that's very much appreciated. And we're off. We're finally sailing. It only took 2.5 hours. Oh god, this playthrough is gonna be something. Me committing to a 3-heart run is like, oh joy, and we can't go back now because there's another mandatory heart piece, so we are locked into not doing a 3-heart run. So that's cool. Yeah, if you go between these, sometimes a rupee will appear. Just 1 rupee, really, game? I also like how you have actual draw distance in this, though I do miss the art style of GameCube a little bit. Because the art style is slightly different in the original. It's a little bit more cel-shaded. The bloom of this game makes it feel a lot less like cartoony. Is there something for talking to y'all? I thought there was something for talking to y'all. If I can talk to the guy in front. Yeah. Mighty fine boat you got there, bub. You must be searching for treasure on the seafloor too, aren't you? Ha ha ha, you won't get any from us, bub. Not likely. Let me ask you something real quick. Who wanders around on the fishless sea? I'll tell you who, bub. Only pirates, monsters, and treasure hunters like ourselves. And maybe some other things I've never heard of. You know, with all the weak island dwellers who never leave their shores, I'm amazed to see such a tiny gal out here. I like your style, bub. I feel like I've known you my whole life. So hey, bub, tell you what, as one treasure hunter to another, I'll give you this. You'll definitely be needing it if you want to haul up treasure. Come on, take it. I won't take no for an answer. I also won't take nay, nope, or nar. Just grab it. You got a treasure chart. Hell yeah. First, open your map on the Wii U gamepad, then compare the island charts on the right with the treasure charts on the left to see where the treasure lies. Where treasure lies. If you press plus to pause your game, you can take your sweet time poring over the charts. After all, haste makes waste. After that, all you need to do is use the same thing we use to haul up treasure. One of those grappling hooks that the Rito tribesfolk of Dragon Roost Island use. Yeah, those grappling hooks. Nothing pulls up stuff like those things. Alright, little treasure buddy. Best of luck to all of us. Cute. Yeah, the cruise speed being faster is a real blessing. Makes things a lot easier. And also just being able to press A and not having to like manually equip the sail to the actual items. That speeds things up a lot. To reach Dragon Roost Island, head east from here. Got it. Yeah, so far I like the Linkle mod a lot. The main issue again is a couple voice lines did not play. Or there are... Oh, that is different. Why didn't they use that for the cutscene? It might be longer, actually. But again, just a couple cutscenes early on seemed like they didn't have the voice line swapped out. I wonder if actually some are like baked in such a way that they can't do that particularly easily. These are Chi-Chis, by the way. We heard about them already. You got some red choo-choo jelly, keep in your spoils bag. This gelatinous goo comes from deep within red choo-choos. It's effective as a cure for exhaustion, but it can't be used in its current state. Hey, guess who doesn't remember what I'm doing here? Never mind, it's right here. Alright, fancy treasure chest over here. And this should be another piece of heart. You got a heart? A piece of heart? That's the 4th piece. You've completing that. You got a piece of heart. That's... Wow, my brain wants to skip ahead. You got a piece of heart. That's the 4th piece. Completing another heart container. Your life energy has increased by 1 heart. For some reason, I am always having trouble with this in reading dialogue, where I kind of jumble lines from later on into the thing I'm currently reading. It's very unfortunate. Sometimes it's definitely led to some like accidental slip-ups in what I'm trying to say and made me completely misspeak. But yeah, again, the only thing we've missed so far is the whatchamacallit, sploosh kaboom 20 shot treasure chart. That's a mouthful. Hi Peter, welcome on in. Linkle's so cute. I agree, Linkle is cute. I like how basically every 3D Zelda game past a certain point has Linkle playable. I don't think Ocarina and Majora do yet, though Majora would be interesting because that's like Toon Link, essentially. Though to be, not Toon Link, Young Link, which is a different vibe from Toon Link, so it's like, would Young Link just be dressed like this? Or young Linkle, would she be dressed like this? You know, I also feel like it wouldn't make sense, but I almost wish her starter outfit / New Game Plus outfit was the pajamas she has at the beginning of Hyrule Warriors. But again, why would she be sleeping out on like the lookout tower in her pajamas? It doesn't quite make sense. But anyway, we have reached our stop. We have the titular Dragon Roost there on the horizon. That's our destination, Linkle, Dragon Roost Island. Very tall and imposing, high atop this island's peak lives the spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valu. You must go see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It is a baton of sorts that was used long ago when the people played music and prayer to the gods. In those days, simply using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. First, conduct in 3/4 time. Do not touch the left stick. Just try to match the rhythm by tilting the right stick, up, down, and right. So it actually starts from your first input instead of automatically going as soon as you equip the Wind Waker. Very nice, that was splendid. Next is 4/4 time. Hold left stick to change the rhythm, then match the rhythm and tilt the right stick up, right, left, and then down. So left, and then do this. That's it, Linkle. That was not bad for your first time using the Wind Waker. Not bad at all. You can also conduct within 6/4 time by tilting the left stick right. You would do well to remember that. You received the legendary Wind Waker title drop. By using this magical conductor's baton, you can borrow the power of the gods. Use right stick to conduct. Don't tilt left stick to conduct in 3/4 time. Hold left to conduct in 4/4 time. Hold right to conduct in 6/4 time. Hello, what do you have to say? Wind Shrine, Mail Center. For some reason I was expecting it to talk to me. It's like, this isn't Mario Galaxy. Anyway, we have a dilapidated shrine over here. So we can cruise on over, Wait, no, in this version the Wind Waker isn't an item, it's on the D-pad, so we just use the D-pad. There appear to be markings that indicate specific directions. So, take out the Wind Waker. And we get our first song. So in the GameCube version, it actually plays the song twice before you get to play it. So that's another quality of life difference, is cutting out a little bit of tedium. You learned the Wind's Requiem. I want to make a joke, but it's a stretch. Yep, that's a mighty nice breeze. Name's Zephos, I'm the god of winds. So you're the new Wind Waker, are ya? Great, great. For a beginner, you've got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. That tune you just picked up, well, it gives you control over the direction the wind blows. Depending on how it's used, wind can be a good thing or a very bad thing. You want an example of it being a bad thing, then you should see my brother. It saddens me to say that my brother, Cyclos, is miffed about his monument here being broken. Now he spends his time creating cyclones to torment people with. So if you encounter any cyclones at sea, chastise my brother for me, will ya? And that is my request for you. Neat, okay. I am double checking something real quickly. And I don't quite remember, so I'll keep looking while I play. So we're introduced to a mechanic that we will have full access to right away. Danger! Do not attack the explosive fruit. That's just a lot of people towards me, I think. Yeah, these are bomb flowers, specifically. Fun thing, there's actually a chest all the way up there. You have to hit that with an arrow, presumably. That's something that comes up in randos. More so than vanilla, because I think it's just like a rupee or treasure or something. It's like a joy pendant or something. It's not really worthwhile. But in a randomizer, it can actually be like something you really, really need. Which sucks when it happens, because then you need a lot of prereqs for that. Male center. But where's the female center? I'm original with my humor. Okay, so sidling is a little clunky, I find. It's fine, but just a little wonky occasionally. Is that a purple rupee? Or is that blue? I mean, we're at 117, because of course we are. Yeah, that's blue. I got my hopes up. But I don't know why they would give me a blue or purple rupee that early. So, here's the fun thing. We don't have to do that ever again. We just go up down here and pull this block. Also, in the originals, R to grab onto a block. A to climb up on it, if I'm not mistaken. So, that's also different, and I appreciate that change as well. I'm gonna do something goofy here. Because I don't know how this works. Huh, that doesn't actually count. I guess you must get this figure some other way? Huh? Okay, weird. Or maybe it doesn't mark the photos until you actually get the Nintendo gallery? I don't know. This is a mystery. Linkle? Linkle, is that you? It is. I'm pleased to see you're okay. I must say, you've traveled far for one with no wings. And your sister, is she? Is that so? Well, don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. I have an idea, Linkle. Would you like to meet our chieftain? I've told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid of our Aerie. And so then, I'll fly on ahead and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside, Linkle. I'll be waiting. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna try the photo thing again, because I don't know if it's just we get that photo somewhere else. Because I almost feel like you do, because that character doesn't really pop up very much. Well, have you discovered the cause of the Great Value's anger? Ah, so you're Linkle, are you? Quill has told me all about you. A troubling tale indeed. I insist that you let us know if there's anything we can do to help you. We shall do everything in our power to assist you. However, in the meantime, we have a problem of our own to deal with. When you arrived on the island, did you notice the raging dragon perched atop the mountain? As you can see, we are of the Rito tribe, are profoundly connected to the sky. We make our livings on the airways. We do so by the graces of the sky spirit Valu. When a Rito reaches adulthood, he or she journeys to the top of Dragon Roost to receive a scale from the Great Dragon. It is this scale that enables the Rito to grow his or her wings. Recently, however, the once gentle Valu has grown violent and unpredictable. Sadly, we can no longer approach him. If this continues, the fledglings who are of age will never be able to receive scales from Valu on Dragon Roost. They will remain wingless, and in time, our very way of life will be threatened. As chieftain of the Rito, my first responsibility is to solve this problem. My apologies, but I must ask you to wait for our assistance until this is done. Will you do so? Yeah. Chieftain, what do you think of consulting Linkle with regards to your son, Prince Kamali? As you can see, Linkle is a gallant young lass. I feel certain that Prince Kamali would open his heart to her and speak freely of his fears and worries. Let me be direct. My son, Kamali, is of the age to earn his wings, yet he is weak in some ways. In light of the current situation, he may just give up on everything, on never getting them. What say you? Will you share some of your courage with my son? Will you meet with my son? Yeah. I thank you. We shall do our best to solve our problem as quickly as possible, so that we may better help you with yours. I have something I wish for you to give to my son. A young girl named Medley is holding it for me. Would you find her and take it? I'm counting on you. Here, Linkle, take this with you. Who knows, it might come in handy. You got a delivery bag. Finely crafted bags like this are used by Rito postmen everywhere. With so many pockets, it can hold many items. Select it on the item screen and press Y, X, or R to see what you have inside. You should find Medley in one of the upper rooms. Leave the great Valu to us. In the meantime, do your best to aid Prince Kamali. And off Quill goes. Fun thing, there was one Rito for a part of a side quest that will disappear, so you have to make sure to be expeditious with it. See, if it's for the Nintendo Gallery, which we'll see later, it should say good, so that it didn't do it for Quill means something. I don't know what it means, actually. Hi. Hi, you really do have green clothes and a strange-shaped hat. You're Linkle, aren't you? Oh, me? I'm an attendant to the Great Sky Spirit Valu. My name is Medley. Well, to tell the truth, I'm not an attendant quite yet. I'm actually still studying to be one. Oh, what am I thinking? Here, this is from the chieftain. Linkle, he wants you to give this directly to Prince Kamali. Your accepted father's letter is a letter from a father addressed to his son. Since you've just received a fine delivery bag, why not use it to carry this letter down to Kamali? When you want to take it out, choose your delivery bag on the item screen and set this letter to Y, X, or R. The room way in the back on the first floor is Prince Kamali's room. You have to go down a couple steps to get there. When you meet Prince Kamali, please don't get offended by his manner. He has no bad intentions, I promise. By the way, listen, Linkle. I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Can you please come to the entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern later? I'll explain everything then. So, I don't remember if this is the order of operations on GameCube, actually. I guess it's to be expected in this heat, but just take a look down there. Dragon Roost Pond is completely dried up. Well, that's bad. Also very ashy, too, which is not great for drinking. Like, I thought you had to talk to Kamali first, and then you could do... Then you had to talk to Medley, but I may be completely off base. Hello. Oh yeah, the Rito sponsor a Birdman contest on the island off to the east. I wonder if we'll have one this year. What the current situation on the island? No time to waste. Everyone's so busy with the Great Value that we're running short of delivery personnel. It's a madhouse. Oh well, back to work. Oh, they're gone. Hope they weren't important for like a photo because they just noped out. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this Rito here will disappear after a certain point. So if you want them in the Nintendo gallery later on, you have to get a photo of them early on. Not overly concerned about that, but just wanted to highlight that, just in case. We used to have such nice breezes blowing through here, now the air is crazy. I'm positive the strange winds are a result of the wind god's anger. See, there's an important shrine below here that got broken, and now we're paying the price. What cursed luck. Don't I know it. Do not need to tell me about cursed luck, I'm well aware of how that feels. We'll talk to the other Rito later. For now, I do want to prioritize, like... I almost said MSQ on instinct. I've been playing so much 14 on my downtime. But I kind of want to focus on talking to, like, Kamali for the time being. Just to, you know, make things a little bit more plot heavy. Huh? Who are you supposed to be? I got a letter. A letter? From my father? Oh, sure, telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. It's not like he's the one who went through that horrible experience. It's not like he still has to go get a skill from Valu. You're in this letter too, you know. Poking your nose in other people's business. You're nosy, aren't you? Damn right. Sorry, but I really don't feel like going to see Valu right now. I mean, how am I supposed to get a scale from him when he's so upset? But are you trying to say that you can calm Valu down? Psh, that's just a big fat lie. It's easy to say you can do anything. Bragging doesn't cost a thing. I'll tell you what, if you can find me someone who can get past all the obstacles and Dragon Roost to get to Valu, then I'll listen to anything you say. Challenge accepted. You know, when I save the game and quit, I don't know where it's gonna put me. Is it gonna put me inside here, or is it gonna put me outside Dragon Roost? It's not that it matters, we made a shortcut. So, shrug, it doesn't really make a huge difference. Okay, now let's talk to everybody. As you're from off island, allow me to tell you about the Dragon Roost. Even in the best of times, it's a dangerous place with all the bomb flowers growing everywhere. Now it's even more perilous. It's so bad that the bomb flowers themselves have all dried up. The great and wonderful Valor has created quite a mess. If you want to get to Dragon Roost Cavern, I've got some bad news for you. The bridge is out. There's no way to even get inside. I'm sure you'll understand once you've seen it for yourself. As for swimming across, well... you need water for that, and the pond's all dried up. No need to panic, though. I'm sure the chieftain will think of something. Yeah. Where is the chieftain, actually? Like, where is he? Oh, Medley's gone. Hey, I know you, yeah. You're the adventure gal, sailing from island to island. Action, excitement, right? So with all the adventuring you do, did you happen to find a golden feather? My girlfriend. She's wanted one of those things for the longest time. And actually, I kind of promised I'd send one to her. Good job, dude. Oh, you're the fledgling the chieftain mentioned, aren't you? I feel as though I should tell you, despite what he may seem like right now, young Master Kamali is quite a pleasant child. His father, the chieftain, is quite busy, but Kamali's never once complained, though I'm sure he's been lonely at times. He's the chieftain's son through and through. However, his grandmother passed recently, and Kamali seems lost. His confidence is gone. His grandmother was always with him, you see, a great woman. The sparkling ball that the young master keeps with him was actually a gift from the great Valu to Kamali's grandmother. Oh. I think I talked to both. Okay. I think we're good. I don't know where the chieftain would be. Oh, he's through here. Nope, that's nothing. Mailroom. Anyway, hi. Oh, now I've not seen your young face before. Nope, don't believe so. You wouldn't be here in response to our posting for some part-time help, would you? Skipping a step, but sure. Ooh, excellent. That's good. But first, to see if I can use you or not, I need to give you a little test. Just a small one. Match the seal in the envelope with the same icon on the shelf and throw the letter onto that shelf. Real easy, simple. Use the left stick to select the shelf and press A to throw a letter. Like I said, simple. Is that clear? Before time runs out, you have to sort at least 10 letters. Give it your best shot. Weirdly big improvement for me. In GameCube, you could not use the D-pad for this. You had to use the analog stick. So needless to say, that's another thing I actually prefer about this version. Because, truth be told, I don't like using the analog stick. I get a lot of messed up inputs. And, like, the Wii U Pro Controller and even the gamepad actually has a pretty decent, D-pad. Especially compared to, like, anything else we've gotten out of most companies lately. 25 letters, great, good, terrific. You pass. Okay, you get 1 rupee for every 2 letters, so that comes to a grand total of 12 rupees, am I right? Come back anytime, I mean it, anytime. The more letters you sort, the more you'll earn. Not a bad deal for both of us. Hey, you ready for work? You already understand what you need to do, am I right? Okay, if you can sort 20 or more letters, you'll see some nice financial gain. Go ahead and get started. So now we gotta actually, like... I was gonna say lock in right as I screwed up, but this isn't quite the lock-in period. We can kind of goof around a little bit, but we definitely still need to be relatively on the ball here. You don't have to be flawless, but you definitely need to be efficient. I almost feel like the symbols are a little bit more like gradient-y in this version, which actually makes them harder in some ways to sort properly. That's 27 letters! Splendid! Super! Your salary this time is 1 rupee per letter, so I need to pay you 27 rupees. Come on by anytime, I mean it, anytime. The better you do, the higher your salary will become. That's economics. You need some work? If you can sort 25 letters or more, your salary will really jump, I mean it. Alright, get to work. So, now it's go time. We actually do need 25, last time, or this time. Okay, yeah, me getting really quiet because I actually kind of need to lock in for a moment. I say lock in when I just blaze through this, no problem. I got 31. That's the best I've ever done, actually. 31 letters! You have amazing coordination. Seriously, I'm stupefied, incredulous. We veterans do this all day long, and even we have a hard time reaching that amount. I've gotta give you more money, got to. 3 rupees per letter comes to 93 rupees, how's that sound? Hey, your name wouldn't happen to be Linkle, would it? It is, isn't it? I thought you looked like the last the chieftain was talking about. In that case, I should have expected you to be able to pull off something like this. I've heard all about you, yes, I sure have. You've had a rough time, Linkle. I felt bad making you help us. But hey, things are looking up. Our new helper just arrived. Maybe you can give him some advice the next time you come by. You can actually cheese this. Simply by leaving and coming back, and he'll be in there. So let's talk to you now. Hey woman, I'm the new part-timer. Green clothes and a green hat. Pardon me for asking, but you're Linkle, aren't you? Aha, I knew it. You're a legend among the part-timers here. I really admire you, woman. Just once I'd love to see the legendary 25-letter sort. Do your best, woman. I feel like he says man in the original, and translating it to woman does feel slightly clunky. I feel like people don't talk like that, traditionally. So yeah, some things just kind of linguistically do not translate by just gender swapping them. I don't know what would work better though for this character, because I don't feel like, I don't know, like last would fit, or a lot of other terms like that. Oh my gosh, 29 letters, amazing woman. I'm so impressed, seriously woman. I've gotta tell my mom back home all about this, I got a favor to ask you, woman. I'm still new here, so I'm not allowed to leave, so would you mind putting this letter to my mom in the post box for me? Thanks a lot, woman. Again, very clunky. You accepted a note to Mom. It's so sad you can almost cry. Keep it in your delivery bag until you find a post box to drop it in. I guess I could just throw it in here with all the other letters, but I can't bring myself to do it. It's against the rules, woman. It just feels slightly more patronizing than I think it's even meant to sound. Or like it's deliberately designed to sound. Oh shoot, I'm all the way up here. Wrong exit. So, yeah, we're gonna go mail this, obviously. Again, I have no clue when I save and quit where I'll end up. I might end up outside, which means I'll have to do this, like, climb back up here. But it's not that bad. It's just like that. See, that's not bad at all. Anyway, pop it in. Ka-chunk, per. This post box is near Dragon Roost Island. Postage is only 5 rupees. Do you wish to send this now? Your parcel has hereby been accepted for delivery. Thank you for using the island postal service. We appreciate your business. Again, this is a case where it's like a lot of the charm in this game I think comes from the side quests. Kind of, again, like Majora's Mask. So by skipping the side quests, you actually miss out on a lot. And that's why I'm opting to do a lot of the side quests. I think we talked to Alderito. Obviously, next time we need to go see Medley. But we have an assignment from Komali and everything. Yeah, like, you know... If you pause, you can just get the screen on the top screen. Oh, and they even changed the map icon. That's cool. So, yeah, you have, like, all of our, like, key items. A list of our charts and pieces of heart. Tingle chart shows where Tingle's island and other important things are, like rupee fairies. Treasure charts won't be of much help for us. The gamepad is great for this, so you don't have to pause the game every time you want to check if you're lined up with it. But we also don't have any way to haul up treasure at the moment. You can't also just swap here. You can't just easily manually swap, unfortunately. You can turn off UI display. That's cool. I actually didn't realize that. Target type, I leave standard. I wish there was an option for like sensitivity, because I almost think the camera's a little too sensitive. But with that being said, I think that's gonna do it for today. We technically got a little bit farther than I thought, as in I thought we would just end up on just Outset, given how long that was taken. But yeah, I think we made good time, and we'll, again, have to go back to Windfall, I mean, to do some stuff anyway, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, you can follow for notifications when I go live in the future. I have a YouTube channel for posting, like, edited down versions of streams, but I also have a VOD channel for full archives minus intermissions. I have a Blue Sky for posting updates and other thoughts. I have a Ko-Fi's tip jar and a throne for sending me gifts, the latter two being completely optional, but any additional support is greatly appreciated. In addition to my traditional outpost, why do you say outpost? Outro? I think I was thinking of all the mail stuff, the postman stuff, but in addition to that, I will also say Pat the Suna, and also, yeah. That's it. That's all I got. I just want to say Pat to Serena. I don't know if she's still lurking even. Because I don't know what the heck is happening with her, like, travel at the moment. It's a lot. But yeah, if you can, I send all the good vibes to the people returning from MomoCon. I know how it's like, it's coming home from a con. But also then, on top of that, travel woes. So yeah, sending good vibes to my friends. Thank you all for watching. I am tired. Everyone I would feel comfortable rating is doing spoilery stuff. It's like, oh look, game I want to play. Oh look, another game I want to play. So I guess we're not doing a raid, unless I feel really gutsy and like raiding someone new, but I am a scaredy cat. Scaredy fop, if you prefer. But But yeah, I think we're just gonna end then. So since I don't see a great target for this. Off stream, I might look into Pretendo, seeing if that would work with this game, because we might try Tingle Bottles. I would risk a TOS violation, depending on what people are posting there now, so that'd be the one downs. I have the hiccups. One downside of that. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that, actually. But for sure, we're gonna continue with the game and try to tackle Dragon Roost Islands problems, which that shouldn't actually take that long, all things considered. But yeah, excited to finally jump into this game. Definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, we're just gonna end, because again, there aren't any particularly viable raid targets that I don't feel like excessively intimidated by the size of these channels. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Next stream will be Wednesday, hopefully. It should be a variety day. Part of me is thinking Shovel Knight, because I kind of want to go through Shovel Knight again, with Mina the Hollower coming out this week. I won't finish the game in one stream. It'll probably be like 2.5, but then we will, you know, if we have any time remaining after, I might go into like Plague of Shadows, or I could do a game clearing and just focus on Plague of Shadows, which I hear is like the worst one. But then gradually go through all the expansions, or like the DLC campaigns, because I hear Spectre of Torment and like King of Hearts are like both really good, but I've never played them because executive dysfunction. I always get distracted. So yeah, that's something I'm thinking about doing, but Wednesday is still very much a wildcard day. I have no clue what I'm doing. And then Friday, if all goes well, Friday will be more Wind Waker. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Thank you all for hanging out, and I will see you later. Good night, everyone. Take care.